Hi, good morning. I'm glad to come your way this early morning. And this has been on my mind. It just dropped in some few minutes ago. And I think it's worth it to share to the world. And being an entrepreneur, as you know me, Francis Atuahene, the daytime CEO, nighttime watchman. And within this pandemic, this COVID-19 pandemic, it's just like the whole world is on reset. And with this reset that we are in now, how are we going to handle our lives after this reset? How are we going to increase in whatever that we do after this reset? I think this is a great opportunity for us all as humans on the face of the earth. The world has been resetted now. There is a reset in the whole world. It's just like having your laptop or having your phone filled with viruses, freezing all the time, and at a point in time, you decide to reset everything. And after the reset, if you are going to have those viruses back, it's just about the decisions you are going to make or the kind of things you are going to copy on it. Now, the whole world has been reset. Economies of great nations has been reset. Economies of developing countries have all been reset. Now that the world is under reset, or let's say the world has been resetted, how are we going to make it after the reset? As an individual, how are you going to build up your life again after the reset? What difference are you going to make in your life after the reset? All the bad stuff that we did, all the mistakes that we made in our life, in our personal lives, in our business lives, how are we going to handle it? Now, we've all been given a fresh start. After lockdowns, after COVID-19, it's a fresh start for everybody, for every individual, for every nation to build themselves up again. What are we going to do as a country? Ghana as a nation, what are we going to do after this reset? Africa as a continent, what are we going to do after this reset? This dawned on me just this morning. It's around 4 a.m. now, but I just couldn't sit on it. I just couldn't keep. It's something that keeps on ringing in my mind. What are we going to do as an individual, as a nation? How are we going to handle this reset? What improvement are we going to make in our lives after this reset? It's something that we need to think about. We need to just ponder over it. In making a difference, it's about time we set some goals down. We take this opportunity to look back on the mistakes that we did, some decisions that we took that didn't help us as a nation, that didn't help us as individuals, as entrepreneurs. This is the time. Economies in US, other countries, they are all in a halt now. In Ghana, likewise. Because the government needs to do other things which is going to at least benefit the less privileged and even the citizens of the country, which all goes against the nation's finances. But with it all, how are we going to handle this reset? This is a big question. We can all share our views, our ideas, but it's something that we shouldn't forget. I tell you, as an individual, my brother, my sister, we all made some mistakes in lives. We all did some things that were wrong. We made some moves on some kind of businesses that didn't go right. We stayed in our comfort zones. We relaxed. As a nation, we always look up to foreigners to donate to us. This is the time for us to all think. This is the time for us to make difference, to make a change, to believe in ourselves. This is serious. The world is on reset now. If things will go right, it all depends on us. If things will go wrong again, it all depends on us. Let's make the world a better place. Let's make our nation a better place. Let's make our community a better place. The world is on reset. Our individual lives are all on reset. But if we can make it, if we can achieve something great, it's about the decisions you and I will take today. This period that there are lockdowns everywhere. The fact that we are in lockdown doesn't mean that your mind is locked up. No. Our minds can never be locked down. So what are you doing within this period? What are you doing within this pandemic? What dreams are you writing down? What goals are you setting for yourself? What kind of life are you going to lead? It's about time we take a different step. We go where there is no path and we leave a trace. Let's do something different, something great. Let's impact the world. My brother unemployed graduates, my sister unemployed graduates. I tell you, don't just sit down and declare that I'm unemployed. When is the government going to employ me? When am I going to be employed by someone? This is the time to just think of something. Anything that you can do, just do it anyhow. Do it anyhow. There is no particular roadmap to success. No. But you just have to move through the dots. And in moving through the dots, that is what is going to connect to make it a path, to make it that roadmap. But you can never see that straight path, that this is the exact path that you are going to use to reach your success life. No. There is no one particular path to move through or to pass through to success. But you just move through the dots. And in moving through the dots, you realize that it's joining. And as the dots are joining, that's where you achieve that success that you are looking for. I don't want to bother you much. But just put at the back of your mind that as the world has been resetted, as there is a reset in the world, what difference are you going to make? Are you still going back to that old lifestyle? That old lifestyle that we led as a nation. That old lifestyle that we led as an individual. I tell you, we have to do something great. This is the time. Africa, we must stand up. We must stand up for what we believe in. We must stand up for our freedom. We have all the resources. Yet, we will pick manganese from here, send it all over abroad before we can get something better from it. We pick our crude oil from here, we got to only transport it outside. We pick our gold from here, we don't know what we're even going to use it for, unless they dictate for us. I tell you, as God has brought a reset to the world, we should make an impact. We should do something great after this COVID-19. And even within this COVID-19, we can still think. Thank you very much for watching me. We are going to talk more. My name is Francis Atuahene, the daytime CEO, nighttime watchman. Thank you. I love you all my fans.